Good morning. Okay, so I came in through the back of the park today because I have a hotel stay. I came in via Skyliner and was able to enter the park 30 minutes prior to standard guests because I have early entry as a hotel guest. So we're currently heading into the France Pavilion. I'm actually in line for Remy's Ride to Adventure. This is one of the most popular rides in this park, definitely the one that gets the longest lines throughout the day, and a great one to rope drop if you have early entry and are coming in the back of the park. But if you do not have early entry, this one is usually up to an hour plus. I know this looks really wild because we are really technically not even in France yet, and we're at the start of the Remy's line, but they just opened the queue, so they are just now moving the queue through. Okay, so Remy's wait time hasn't even populated on the sign yet, but I was staring at it in the app and it literally just populated at 65 minutes. Now, we've already been in line, and also I'm curious, I can't see from right here, but I'm curious to see how long the line still is back into the France Pavilion. It is still going around the corner, it seems, so the queue is still filling in. But it does look like the movement is starting to slow down over here. Posted wait is up to 95 now. 95. It has been 30 minutes just now, so I think all in we'll wait 35 to 40 minutes depending on how quickly you move through. In other great news, Frozen Ever After had a delayed opening today, which means more people probably came to Remy's, probably made the line a bit longer, but behind me. But also it means that Frozen right now is only a 20-minute wait. So that might be our one big cross of the park today, is heading over to knock out Frozen. And then we'll have the two rides that get stressful lines done within like an hour of the park day starting. It's been 36 minutes, which is very low to wait for Remy. Perfect way to start our perfect day. Okay, we are out. I'm really glad we rope dropped that one. Remy, for me, is not worth the wait it's still getting. It's a fun simulator attraction. It's great for the whole family. The wait has kind of mellowed at 70 minutes, which is twice what we waited. If you have a hotel reservation, I do think aim to rope drop it. If you don't, aim for riding it last of the park day, or try to catch it with a weirdly low wait time when you happen to be over here. I just don't think it's worth the super long wait. If you gotta, you gotta. On Remy, the smells I feel like are so weak or inconsistent. I'm not really sure why the smells are like so inconsistent. And maybe it's just me. Maybe it's like in there. I just have trouble focusing on the smells. But you guys let me know how you feel about the smells on Remy, because I never really feel like they're that noticeable, and that's like my favorite part of these rides is when they have fun smells. So I don't know. We're doing hopefully our only big park cross of the day. We're gonna cross a Round World Showcase to head over to Frozen Ever After. Also, Sage and Angie should be here, and Emma's here as well. She is working on her Everything series. As you guys may have heard, Emma is relocating to Tennessee. I am very sad. I've known about it for a while, but her husband got an amazing job opportunity there, and they've opted to relocate. She is not leaving the AllEars team at all in any capacity. She is remaining full-time on staff with us, becoming a remote employee. Emma's not going anywhere. She just won't be in the Disney parks in videos as often because she'll live in Tennessee. I don't know if she's told you this yet, but I have a trip to Dollywood planned shortly after her move. We are gonna do a whole road trip, and we're gonna go to Dollywood and have a perfect day. And I'm so excited because I've never been to Dollywood and she's been a bunch, so she's gonna get to show me around. And that's gonna be amazing, and you'll still see Emma on the channel all the time, I promise. You are about to learn. We're getting in this line and you're gonna be happy about it. You're gonna be happy about it.
Another situation.
You're gonna be so happy about it.
Okay, here's how this is gonna work.
Okay, you let me know. You tell me.
All right. How long is it?
Posted 45.
Okay, if this is.
What are you about to say? Like 5 minutes.
If this is.
Did y'all see that line?
Yes.
Hey, both of you calm down.
If this is 45 minutes or longer, you have to buy me a drink.
Deal.
You guys are amazing.
Oh, thank you.
If this is
45 or shorter than 45.
shorter than 45, you have to buy me a celebratory drink for you being right.
Deal.
Yeah!
frozen tends to get a much longer wait in the afternoon as more and more lightning lane return times start to come in. This early, this line will move quicker than it will even if it looks shorter in the afternoon, in my experience. I might be wrong, but I have to buy Sage a drink either way, so.
We're just going inside. It's been about 40 minutes, so.
I think I'm gonna win.
So we just got to the part where they stopped the posted wait time. We're so close.
I was so close because we only waited
55 minutes.
Just so you guys know, I also thought the line was gonna be just under an hour. I just wanted Sage to get in it, but
You liar.
Hey, you guys, I want to hear you hitting "Let It Go" just like Violet.
We did it. And that was very funny for Quincy to be like, hey, let's all sing Let It Go like Sage's daughter, little Violet. What are we gonna do? What's next?
I think that we need to sit down and have a tete-a-tete.
A tete-a-tete.
Yes.
I love tap dancing.
That's not what a tete-a-tete is.
No, well, you're wrong. We had our tap dance. Look at her go. Look at those feet.
Don't look.
You'll never know. We are going to start with our World Showcase experience. It is now 11 o'clock. We're going to do our
World Showcase experience.
Yeah, it's a World Showcase experience because typically the front of the park, because most people are coming through the front of the park, not really the International Gateway unless you're staying at a Disney resort. Most people are coming through the front of the park and they hit the attractions first. Right now, the wait times for the attractions are pretty high and they're going to get much lower throughout the course of the day. So we're going to actually start with the World Showcase experience, go to some countries, grab some food, get some drinks, and then probably end back at the front of the park. Yes, the age-old question, whether you start left in Mexico or start right in Canada. Now, however you start the World Showcase, that's you. I know a lot of people that like to start in Canada because they like to start with beer and end with tequila. Liquor before beer, you're in the clear. Beer before liquor, never been sicker. I say liquor, beer, Epcot, no rules. That's my phrase. The Mexico Pavilion is actually one of my favorite pavilions. I think it is the most immersive pavilion. It completely transforms like your entire surroundings from day to night to like a fun market. I do think we should do the DuckTales.
We should do DuckTales.
I do think we should do DuckTales. Yeah, I know. Anyway.
Grand Fiesta Tour is a slow-moving boat ride that takes you through Mexico. And you're on a hunt for Donald because the rest of the caballeros, Panchito and Jose Carioca, they don't know where he is, and we need to find him.
I definitely think doing the World Showcase early was the smarter option because you see this line for La Cava. Tonight, I guarantee you, the line will be wrapped all the way around there. Today, we're actually going to go inside, grab a small table, and have some chips and queso, chips and salsa, and some drinks because Quincy's hungry. Now we should be clear, seating in La Cava is very limited, not a lot of space in there. So you can always ask for a table, and right now a table is not available, but she said it could be anywhere from 5 to 10 to 15 minutes, fingers crossed. So we waited about 15 minutes, but we are finally at our little seat. Thank you both for joining me here. It's funny, there's at a booth and just like one big chair. And so they both sat over there, I was like, I guess I'm gonna take the big chair. I know what I'm getting since Quincy's buying. So I got the Acapulco Colada, which is a 10-to-1 dark rum, corn liqueur, and pina colada cream. Quincy got the Malumita, which is reposado mezcal, pineapple juice, ancho reyes, chili poblano liqueur, ginger peach cordial with tortilla ash rim. That's fun. And rounding it off, Angie got the wild one, which is blanco tequila, orange ginger liqueur, passion fruit cordial, lime juice, mezcal, grenadine, and a hibiscus salt rim. And literally the whole reason why we're sitting at a table and not taking drinks to go, the trio combo, which is the perfect combination of cheese dip, salsa, and it does come with a choice of guacamole or hummus. We went with guacamole. Now we got 2 different kinds of salsa and a big old bowl of tortilla chips. Let's go, baby. Cheers. Eyes, 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 everyone. Eyes. Scomps. We have so many routines now.
The win here is that this is fruity and citrusy, but without being overly acidic. And for me, the thing that really sets us above and beyond is the tortilla ash rim, which is like the burnt parts of a tortilla mixed with salt. It's incredible. It's incredible.
Mine literally just tastes like a really good pina colada.
It's really sweet and yummy and very satisfying and fruity and fun.
All right, how was everything?
Delicious.
Yes. Before we leave, tag yourself.
Melon.
You're the melon?
No, I'm the man with the melon.
Oh, there's two men with melon.
I'm this man with this melon.
Okay. Tag yourself.
I want to be the donkey.
I know I was gonna be the donkey.
I'm the donkey.
All right, we are out of the Mexico Pavilion and we are starting our lap during our perfect day. As we said, what's happening?
I just don't want to alarm you.
What?
There's something behind you.
There is an Emma!
Now it's time for a perfect day.
That's right. I don't know how long she's going to be with us for. She's filming.
I'm just following them.
She's filming part of her Everything series that you can check up on the channel now. It started episode 1. Don't start at any other one. Only start at episode
number
1.
one.
Number 1 from the very beginning.
Because you're in
episode 1, but you haven't seen episode 44. You still have to watch through episodes 1 through 43 again.
Yes.
To be able to watch 44.
She's filming that today, so she's kind of following us around, and we're kind of following her around because, hey, friendship. But I am very excited for a very specific thing we're going to do that I don't think we've actually done on the channel yet.
The bathroom.
No. So in the Stave Church is kind of where you can find a fun exhibit of like Nordic gods. We're talking Thor, Loki, which funny enough, yeah, like not Marvel. The actual Nordic gods, Odin, Freya. They've got fun dioramas, fun carvings, and they've got fun Emmas. But you can always find Emma in the Stave Church. What is your name?
Who are you talking to?
Yeah, for real.
Sorry,
Make eye contact.
I'm trying. What is your name?
Me?
Yes.
Yeah, you.
Princess Glitter Sparkle.
Ah.
And you, what's your name?
My name is Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Cool, that's fine. No one needs to know my name.
What's your
Wow,
name?
no, wow. You had your moment. So there are these personalized keychains that happen all over, I would say, Universal, Disney, everywhere. You can always find, like, with your name on it. Can never find Quincy or Sage. I guess Q is, abnormal in general.
It's abnormal. Usually these alphabets go P to R.
But they do have Quinn on here. Angie's your name on here?
There's definitely no. Well, there's no way Angie's name is on here spelled the way that Angie spells her name.
No, they don't have.
They don't even have Angie. Or like, they have Angela.
Okay, hey, guys, can we...
My full name is never.
No, there's no way that yeah.
Can we start a petition to get, like, Sage, Quincy, and Angie keychains?
Yeah, can you guys sign a petition?
Yeah, someone call the person who makes these.
We made it into Germany. Germany is a great stop, in my opinion, for food and beverage. Obviously, great beers. And one of my favorite quick service restaurants, which is a little unsung, frankly, is Biergarten. They have live entertainment, which is really, really fun. An absolute blast. Hey, you guys, there's a man in lederhosen handing out waters. Oh my god, it's Duffy! Oh my gosh! Obsessed, look at his lederhosen. That's amazing. This is my favorite grab and go treat in Disney World, probably. It is pretzel bread pudding, it's ice, there's caramel sauce, and it is pretzel bread, but bread pudding.
Oh, and now it's on you.
The pretzel bread pudding is delicious. It's the pretzel bread itself is salty, but because it's bread pudding, it's like soft and warm and gooey. So it's not like overly sweet, but then you get all the delicious icing and caramel. I'm obsessed with this.
All right. Well, now I gotta get a fork. We're in the Italy Pavilion. I actually learned about this for the very first time about like a month or two ago. I was here for a friend's birthday party, and he was like, come on, we've got to go to the back of the Italy Pavilion. We're getting espresso martinis. And I said, excuse me, what do you mean? He said, you can take espresso martinis to go. And I said, I did not know that. Show me the magical way. So we're actually going to go right next to Tutto Italia to the Tutto Gusto wine cellar. Their whole bar is grab and go, takeaway if you will. You're just going to basically walk up to the bar and order it, but they have really great espresso martinis. But of course, it's not going to come in a martini glass. It is going to come to go. We have espresso martinis in hand. Emma has joined us again.
I found them.
There are tables in there, and they actually offer the full Tutto Italia menu at the cellar, but at those smaller tables.
Eyes.
Scum.
Scum.
Oh, this is so good.
That's good.
Oh no!
No, it's amazing. That means it's amazing.
Right, so when you gag and choke, good things.
This is one of the better, especially like with the ice. Like it's like most of the time when I get an espresso martini at Disney World, it's like this just isn't the environment for an espresso martini.
Yeah.
Because they're often not iced or they're in glasses. And
I just think every environment is one for an espresso martini. That's just
I actually don't think it's very alcohol forward. Like I can't taste the alcohol. It's just very coffee, espresso forward.
I think if you're a non-drinker, the taste is there.
Well, oops.
but I'm doing a major part of my perfect day in Epcot, which is seeing the American Adventure. Whether I want to watch it for the cool animatronics or take a nap through it, as I intend to do it this time, is a great option for Midday in Epcot. And typically you can catch a Soon show when you're walking through the American Adventure. If it's not a Soon show, don't feel like it's a must-do. But these two are abandoning me.
That's not true. Typically, I always love to do the American Adventure, but I have not filmed and everything in like kind of a long time because of the cruise and all the things happening. So
They're not abandoning, I'm commandeering.
Yeah.
Two different things.
They're abandoning me. I'm being left alone.
You're literally
to
going to go on a
suffer.
30-minute show.
You're going to sleep.
I am going to sleep.
But if you guys want to go see what we're doing, go watch that everything, and we'll catch up with you after America.
It's like when Disney Channel would do the
crossover. But something that I recommend for a perfect day is the American Adventure. This is a stage show. It's about 25 minutes long, a 30-minute sort of experience all in, and it is very, very cool. It is worth seeing at least once, and it is an absolute must-do if you are either an animatronics or a history buff, because the show takes you through American history using really incredible animatronics. One climbs the stairs. It was groundbreaking at the time. It's also a dark theater that is very well air-conditioned because there are historical items in this building. Very well air-conditioned with very comfy seats. And if you sit in the back row, you can even lean your head up against the wall. And Epcot is one of the most tiring parks. You may have heard the joke that Epcot stands for every person comes out tired. That's not true, but it certainly does feel that way. So this is my huge tip for Epcot. If you don't want to waste all the time it takes getting back to your hotel for a midday break, then your midday break can be the American Adventure. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I watched the whole show. I didn't sleep a wink. I do love that show. I was like, why sleep when I could watch all these really cool robots talk about American history? And I didn't sleep one bit. Like, we are already well into the afternoon, having only done World Showcase today. And that's absolutely what I'd recommend, because I do think World Showcase is where the magic of Epcot is. I love to get gift cards at Epcot, especially at the start of my day, just to any of the Disney-owned merchandise locations, because those gift cards tell me, oh, hey, the gift card's out. That means I spent $50. It means I've spent $100. Makes it a little easier for me to keep track of my spending during the day instead of just swiping my card. We were actually able to grab a day of reservation for Shiki-Sai Sushi Izakaya, so I'm going to meet back up with my friends, and we are going to do that. Emma also needs it for her Everything series, so it's perfect. But while I'm waiting for them to come over, because our reservation is at 4:20, I figured we'd pop in here to Mitsukoshi Department Store. Now, Mitsukoshi is based on one of the oldest department stores in the world, the actual Mitsukoshi in Japan, and this is a really fun store that I'm going to be honest, you have to come into. I love the little bento boxes and things like that. They have fun gadgets, Japanese apparel. You can buy swords here, katanas. It's a really interesting store, and I do recommend strolling through.
It's very exciting. This is our first time here.
Yeah.
Quincy and Emma have been here previously. They were here for opening day. They had a $200 sushi boat.
Emma ate a $200
So you can find that video up on the channel.
I sat next to her.
Well, they start off with these little nice hand towels. So I have two immediate thoughts. First things first, the menu, very expansive, a little overwhelming. It took us like
But there are pictures.
a minute, but there were pictures, which is amazing.
Yeah,
but
it
took
just all
us
looks so good.
But it took us a minute to decide. Also, I love this view.
Think of the fireworks.
Gorgeous.
I know, the fireworks would be amazing here. So for the table, for everybody to share, they even gave us little shareable bowls. We've got the ishiyaki sukiyaki rice, which is grilled strips of beef in a hot stone bowl, cooked tableside along with spinach and rice and sweet garlic sauce. I got the beef omu udon, which is a yaki udon folded into an omelet. So there's like literal noodles in here. I'm so excited.
And then I got the beef yaki udon, which is stir-fried udon noodles tossed with beef and vegetables.
What did Quincy get?
That's the umi, and it's a chef selection of seasonal sushi, both sashimi, nigiri, and maki.
I got the camel udon, which is essentially duck udon.
All right, we are out of dinner, which I will talk about in just a second when we are not in the loud music, but wanted to show the amazing belly dancing and Moroccan music here in the Morocco Pavilion. So we just finished dinner at Shiki-Sai. We walked around to the UK because it's quiet here. But I've been before. I loved it the first time I went. I loved it this time. And the main thing I want to shout out, the food was delicious. They can talk more about that. I think the service at the restaurants in the Japan Pavilion is second to none. It is so incredible. Literally every time I leave there thinking like, I want to hang out with them. And
It's so true.
There's no way they feel that way about me.
No. The depth of flavor, it was just, it is something that's specific to that rice dish.
Love the rice.
I will actually crave, so I cannot wait to go back.
Literally part of this. One thing that really impressed me was the freshness and the amazing quality of the food. There's such a difference. It is so unique and absolutely tasty.
Also the vibe of just the restaurant in general, just the aesthetic and the amazing view, and even the LED screens that like change seasons.
That is so cool.
Just gorgeous.
Yeah, it's not a restaurant for picky eaters, but it's one that I can wholeheartedly recommend if you don't have picky eaters as a spot that you gotta go. And I think it's so underrated. Like no one talks about it.
Yes.
Can we talk about price for a second?
Yeah.
So so we ordered 5 different dishes. We wanted to share. We each got a separate dish. All together, without tip, it was about $130.
Yeah, and it was 160 after tip or
After
something
tip,
like that.
after tip, yeah.
So that for a 5-person meal at a table service with impeccable service, beautiful panoramic views of Epcot, including fireworks views if you time it right. By Disney World standards, very reasonable.
Yeah.
Very reasonable and really well done.
Yeah.
Really good. Just keep in mind though that that's without drinks.
Oh yeah, we didn't get any alcoholic drinks.
We
with
did
that.
just have water.
We got reservations an hour before when we went and sat down.
Crazy.
And we could have done a walk-in as well. So
Really good. Now we are in the UK because part of Quincy's priority was grabbing a beer from the Rose and Crown pub.
my favorite beer is here at Rose and Crown. We grabbed our drinks. I got my Smittix, which is my classic choice from the UK Pavilion. This beer is awesome. It's got the flavor profile and like the richness of a Guinness, but it's not heavy. I highly recommend Smittix if you're a beer drinker. And Angie got what we learned from our British bartender is a Roy Rogers.
Which is his Coke with grenadine, and he put cherries in there. And just so you know, because the common, misconception that people believe that grenadine is cherry, but grenadine is actually pomegranate.
I just learned this from Angie just now. The more you know.
The more you know.
We are headed now into our rides portion of the night, and you can see it's dark. That's because it's daylight savings. It really makes it wild, but Epcot is fun at night. We have 4 rides to do on our list for the end of the night here. Living with the Land, Soarin', Spaceship Earth, Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind. And tomorrow it's our Magic Kingdom Day!
Yay!
If you're
Big
keeping
final
up with
day,
the
right?
perfect week.
We have made it to the land pavilion. We've made it to the Land Pavilion, where you can find Living with the Land, Soarin', Awesome Planet, and some fun eats as well, like Garden Grill and Sunshine Seasons. First, we're going to start off with Soarin'. Soarin' is a motion simulator attraction, a hang gliding motion simulator attraction, where you fly over beautiful scenes. Okay, it went down 10 minutes. Said it was 45 earlier, it's 35 minutes. So here we go.
That takes you through the process of agriculture here at Epcot. It's so cool. You get to see the greenhouses where they grow a lot of the ingredients that they use for their food festivals.
I do want to point out, after Soarin', Quincy did have to go to the bathroom, and she said, "You gotta ride Living with the Land without me." And so, she said, "Take my water bottle." She didn't say take my water bottle. What really happened is she left her water bottle at the table, and when she decided she had to tell everybody she had to go to the bathroom, and then I took it out of friendship. I don't know if she knows that I have it though. So we're gonna ride Living with the Land now.
ride just for living with the land.
I got back right when they got on the ride.
That's true.
Like, I have not been gone that. It was a normal amount of time to spend in the bath.
Hey, favorite bathroom in Walt Disney World?
Ooh. Oh, America. Thank you.
So Angie does this. Oh, she has the good hiccups. It's so cute. Angie does this thing that I'm obsessed with. She like puts a like a fake mic in my face and you're like, hey, what's if you're in a musical, what would you be in? And I have to like oh my gosh, come up with a response so quickly. I love it. Hey, I know we have 2 more rides, but can we just like peep through Journey of Water real quick?
You gotta say hi to Hey Hey.
I gotta say hi to Hey Hey. This might be a hot take. Unless it's Christmas time, I don't think I like living with the land at night. I said to Angie,
And it was actually so accurate of a description, it made me laugh.
it was like going to the plant section at Lowe's at midnight.
What's wrong with the plant section of Lowe's at midnight?
Nothing, but I don't want to ride it with like a boat right through with a boat. That's not the vibe.
Like everybody was just silent. Like first off, like no one said a word to each other.
Yeah. You hear the mechanical like.
There was no like I don't know.
It felt eerie.
Spaces.
Yeah, it was a fluorescent lighting, and it just felt really eerie and cool.
And you said eerie. That was such a good word. Eerie and cold is such a great descriptor of what that was. All right, Journey of Water, inspired by Moana. It was never like one of my favorite attractions. I like loved it when I first got to go opening day, just because I was like, wow, this is so relaxing, and it is basically a fun version of edutainment. Journey of Water basically teaches you all about the water cycle, how water is all connected. It actually forces you to connect with strangers from time to time because some water effects take multiple people. And don't worry, if you don't want to get wet, there's a dry path and a wet path. But for now, for Violet, hey buddy. And you can see his markings on the floor. You just booped him?
Yeah.
All right, let's go. No one's gonna hate you, Quincy. What is it?
I don't really like Moana.
Oh, you don't have to worry about them hating you. I hate you.
Girl, I like Moana the princess. I don't like Moana the movie.
Why?
I find it a little bit boring.
That's how.
I can't get through it. But I do cry about the grandma's collar.
Yeah.
I feel a similar way about Encanto.
Really?
But I love the music. But I think Encanto would be the perfect show to put at the Hyperion in Disneyland because that hour-and-a-half movie could definitely be wrapped up in 45 minutes.
Oh, burn.
No, it's a great movie. It's a great movie. It doesn't make sense. Who's Mirabelle at the end? What is her power?
She doesn't have one. Her power is keeper of the candle, keeper of the house.
Her power is what? Is she Casita?
No, she's.
But she opens. But she has the thing.
Because she's like the keeper of Casita,
She's the one
which
that
was
keeps the family
Abuela's house.
together.
That's not a superpower.
She doesn't have one.
That's
though.
life.
Wow. Wow.
Right in the middle of Journey of Water?
I just think that
You grab his arms,
I'll grab his legs.
yeah. Okay. So we've talked about 40 minutes. It's been 5, but it feels like 40.
Abuela doesn't have a power in the movie, which Abuela is the matriarch of the line. She should have like everybody Abuela birthed has a power. So Abuela, I think her power is the house. I don't think the house is magical. I think the family is magical, and that's coming from Abuela. And I think that Mirabelle has just inherited Abuela's power of controlling the house. So I think the house is so responsive to Mirabelle. I think that both could be true.
It should just be explained.
It's just none of it's explained. It's just like it's kind of similar to Frozen 2, where they're just like, and she's the 5th spirit.
No, she dies.
We've got to beef about this sometime physically. Like
Yes.
we have to physically fight it.
No. Yeah. Elsa dies in
Elsa
Frozen
does
2.
not die.
Yeah, she went
She's
too
not
far.
undead. No, yes.
She went too far. Now she's the spirit.
doesn't die.
Anyway, I agree with Encanto.
All right, we have arrived at Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind. Now, this is a Guardians of the Galaxy themed roller coaster. There are 6 different songs you can get, and what's so fun about this ride, besides the 6 songs you can get, is that it is an omni coaster. It does rotate 360 degrees. Now, the only way to ride this currently in Disney World is with a virtual queue or a lightning lane that you pay for. Obviously, we are not paying for lightning lane this week, as you may have caught on. So we did do the virtual queue this morning. I got it at 7 a.m. Now, we actually got a much earlier virtual queue, and one tip I like to share is to go as early as you can to Guardians of the Galaxy if you are in this part of the park, because the virtual queue does tend to get stacked up throughout the day, as Guardians doesn't tend to enforce the 1-hour return time as strictly. This is really wild. This is certainly the longest I've seen. Typically, even this late in the evening, this line does not get the song. Come on, take your body, baby, do the conga, don't you make your body go any longer. Bum,
Bum, bum.
Anyway, we got conga, if you guys can figure it out. Total blast, absolutely a must do. And Sage and I were right on the money. We waited an hour. So that is longer than I typically would like to wait for Guardians because you usually can wait shorter with that virtual queue. However, that ride is also worth an hour wait. So
Not my favorite. I don't like waiting an hour for anything.
We know.
But wait a minute. You made me wait.
did you see his eyes? He's so mad at me.
2 attractions today were both around an hour. You told me this was gonna be a perfect day.
It was perfect. You didn't have a perfect time?
Perfection is worth waiting for.
Exactly.
That was so
I
nice.
just made it up right now.
Anyway, luckily that does give us time to go get our spots for the fireworks, which we are going to go watch probably from somewhere towards the back of World Showcase because Angie and Sage are really nice and I have to leave from back there. So they're going to walk with me. And also it's a lot easier to find a good fireworks watching spot from the back.
Make a song about the Epcot ball right now. Go.
Epcot ball, part of the park. Prettiest girl, especially in the dark. We are about to do Spaceship Earth, which is right over there. We're under it, really. This is a mirror that makes me want to do this. I've never done that in this mirror.
Hey!
Only hotel mirrors. We are gonna go hop on now. This is absolutely a must-do on any Epcot day.
Iconic Epcot attraction.
Absolutely. I mean, literally, it's the park
In the
icon.
icon.
It's literally the park icon. You have to do this one.
On your computer screen, answer a few questions first.
All right, we're on the way to Luminous, which is Epcot's new fireworks spectacular. Okay, favorite part of the day?
My favorite part of the day, I have 2 Guardians of the Galaxy and Shiki-Sai sushi izakaya.
Oh.
Sorry.
Having Emma join.
Yeah.
That was a lot of fun.
That was very sweet. Okay, I'm gonna like Shiki-Sai was incredible.
Yeah.
It's been a long time since I've had conga and Cosmic Rewind, so that was pretty fire
I also
too.
had rope dropping Remy and Frozen was really fun for me. I've never gotten to rope drop Remy from the back before, so that was awesome.
Yes.
Hey, awesome. If you like this video, go ahead and like and subscribe.
And now go check out the rest of the Perfect Week airing on the AllEars.net YouTube channel right now. See you there.
Bye.